Hey, what's going on there, Dice Rollers? Paul here, and I'll be your DM for a while. Glad to be back with you, back from the sickness and the glumness and the fatigue and all that stuff. Glad to be making a video for you. If you're brand new here today, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you being a part. If you would like to be a part of this community, and I hope that you do, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down there, and you'll get videos like this in your inbox on a regular basis. And today I want to talk about something that was written in this book here that I recently got called Frostbitten and Mutilated, which is a dark OSE kind of book, and what it tells us about how we should feel about our setting and how our setting should feel about its characters. And in this, and I'll just read a little bit of it, and it says, in the sound and the dark, totally experience your hatred of this person. Think of a person whom you despise, and focus on there for a little while, he says. Know that you are human, that you despise is human. What is common to your kind is natural. It is of nature. Knowing this hate, knowing this unity, know this too. This is how the landscape feels about your players' characters. This is how it views their trespass, the formless of the way they slather themselves across it. Their steps set the entire cold world to seething. It needs and seeks their downfall by force and by calculation, by means known and yet unknown. It will devise methods. This is the nature. It will innovate to extend the reach of its hate. Now, that's pretty deep there, right? But I like that because how many times do we run a setting, and it can just be any setting, right? If it's the Forgotten Realms, it can be kind of bland. It can kind of be, well, everything's very foresty or green or any of those things. And what I like about this is that it challenges me as a DM to really put some focus on the setting. That if the setting is dark or evil, make it feel like the setting itself is plotting against the characters. And how do you do that? Well, I think of things like the car in Christine is a part of the, as a character in the movie. Gotham is a part of the Batman movies. It kind of plays a character with the weather or the darkness or the silhouette. When you're in an area, how do you make that different? How is it not, how is it not the same? How does it contrast? And how can you make the setting part of the plot or part of the adventure, that it becomes a character? Well, several ways you can do that. You can do that with weather. What is the weather like? You could roll it on a table, or you can say, listen, it is thundering, it is lightning, it is freezing cold, it is so hot that there is no water on the ground. There's no moisture in the air, that the air you breathe in is so dry, it causes you to choke, or that the dust, it's so dry that the dust blows up and you're completely covered in this kind of dust and sand from the setting. And when you create this, if the goal, and the opposite is also true, that that let's say it's not wanting to kill your players or your characters, you're wanting the setting to create wonder. And so also bring wonder into it, to where things like the moon or the stars or the sun, or there are clever little pieces and parts that you put in there that create wonder. Trees that look like something. Maybe they have shapes. Maybe there are, the trees have the shapes of elves, or it looks like, that the forest has been constructed in some way to have a theme to it of some kind, to where you're creating wonder. So yeah, you can create a setting that is out to get those characters, but you can also create a setting that is there to wow or to create wonder in the characters as well. So you can go both ways with that. But I think this does have it right when it says, look, when you get your setting, you get your mindset about the kind of setting you're in, just like this is going to be like, I'm going to tear your face off, that you're treading on my ground, this setting. I think it's I think you create that within your game to where the characters and the players feel like that immersion is there, and that the setting is actually a character that's either working against them or maybe working for them. For my game, I'll just show you something here that I made for my game in Grindelroot setting that I'm running. They're in a mountain, and this mountain has these spikes that are coming up from it. And so I created these little spikes here that are coming up out of the ground because they don't know why they're there. They don't know what they're there for, but they see these everywhere they go, and they don't know what it's for or what it's about. And so it creates that mystery that the setting is actually a part. It's a character because it keeps popping up and it keeps causing things to happen in Grindelroot there. That's creating the mystique for them to figure out why is this happening and why are these a part of this and why is this, a whole thing. So, but anyway, that's my take on the setting. You give me your ideas. How do you use the setting that you put your player characters in to be either a foe or a friend? What ways do you describe the setting to your players to give them that immersion factor? Leave me some comments down below. But that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button. Let me know you like the video and you want more of them. And until next time, have a great day, everybody.